first of all, and ask you, so what's the problem with Christians attempting to convert people?
There's no problem with Christians per se. In fact, I myself went to a Christian missionary school. We all have great deep regard and respect for the education. We are a country which has always accepted all religions. The Jewish people were persecuted in vast parts of the world, but in India, we didn't persecute them. And what we do feel is that this new crop of entrepreneurial Christians who come, who come there with their jumbo jets and plane, and then hold galas, and then try to claim that they are converting people, offer people scholarships to study in the West, jobs, employment, so on. It's a kind of induced conversion, and we think that's bad.
Well, I think some of them have felt, I'm going to speak for them in a second,
Yeah,
they felt that the strictures of the caste system have left a wide segment of the population thirsting for some form of liberty, which they feel they may get if they become Christian. How do you respond to that?
I would respond favorably to that, in the sense that it's the responsibility of the Hindus, not only to ban it by acts of the legislation, but also to ensure that you are not vulnerable. I mean, if you are like the wildebeest in Africa, and you roam in the open fields, you are bound to be attacked by lions. The same way, if you have weaknesses in your background, then people will take advantage of it. And they certainly, even if they don't take advantage, they may think that they are doing God's duty by liberating them. I have no quarrel with that. I think that we should. At the same time, it is not only the caste factor. It's not the liberation factor, because if it was so, then even today 99% of the scheduled caste or the ex-untouchables are still Hindus. They have not converted. It's the inducement that your career advancement would take place if you go out. For example, I'll give you today our Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Mr. Balakrishnan, is a Hindu. He's from the ex-untouchable caste, and his father converted to Christianity, and then reconverted to Hinduism later. So they asked him, after his son became the Chief Justice, that, well, why did you do that? And he said, well, I wanted a good education, and I couldn't afford it, but I didn't want to leave Hindu religion, so for the sake of meeting the requirements of the Christian schools, I converted, and when my education was over, I reconverted. So I think the caste system injustices are not the main part of the conversion activities. It's the main part is motivated by offer of heaven once you convert.
Salvation.